Go and be free, Nerdpa Snail. Conquer all the territories of this swamp as you conquered the server with your ruthlessness. What is going on again, Nerd Paraders? Thank you guys so much for coming back to hang out with me today. We're playing some more ARK Survival Evolved, and for the final time this season, we're on the Ragnarok server. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us today as we close out the last bits of Season 6. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the crazy finale, the hour-long chaos, anarchy, just absolute madness that was the attack on the Nerd Parade base. That thing ended up lasting around 10 hours, but we got most of the highlights condensed into an hour-long video. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And we're here to say goodbye to a friend. We're here with the Nerdpa Snail, who has survived the entirety of the season, his iron turret throne completely untouched. He has remained our friend, our mascot, our king of the season throughout its entirety. So I want to thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us again as we say farewell to a friend. But we have to give this guy a proper send-off. We can't just end the season and let the Nerdpa Snail sit here on his throne and waste away. We have to give this guy a good and proper farewell. So come on, Nerdpa Snail, let's go. Let's go on a trip. I've got a Pteranodon out here. Yes, we're going to take this guy on a well-deserved vacation. We're going to get him all set up. We're going to take him to a nice little vacation home. I'm going to screen freeze along the way. Definitely not going to miss that part about Ragnarok. Let's take him over here to this swamp. I feel like he'd be happy there, right? He could start a Nerdpa family. He could raise some Nerdpa children. He could take himself a Nerdpa queen. Oh, it'll be absolutely fantastic. I am super excited for him. Come on, buddy. Let's get you a proper send-off, a proper farewell, so you can start your family. The war is over. The carnage is over. It is now time for the Nerdpa Snail's reign of peace. His reign of terror is now over, but it is his reign of peace is what we're going after now. Let's get you over here to this nice little swamp. We're going to call this the... Oh, he'd be like Shrek. He's got his own swamp. No, I'm just kidding. The Nerdpa Shrek? No. We can't go off that. Let's see. Here we go. All right, Nerdpa Snail. This is it, buddy. What do you think? What do you think of your new home? Do you think you could live here? You think you'd be happy? I think you could be. We're going to get all the stuff off your inventory. There we go. We're going to allow you to wander. And we're going to say farewell to you, buddy. Go and be free, Nerdpa Snail. Conquer all the territories of this swamp as you conquered the server with your ruthlessness. Goodbye, buddy. Thank you for being my friend and my mascot. We'll see you in the next season. We'll have to get another Nerdpa Snail for the next season. This one has served his purpose. He will be missed. But now that the Nerdpa Snail has been given a proper send-off and a proper ceremony. Oh, we need like a ceremony. We'd like a 21-gun salute here. We'll give him like a shotgun salute. Go, Nerdpa Snail. Go and conquer your... whatever it is that you want. Go and conquer the female snails. There you go. You got your shotgun salute. As we say goodbye to you, we're going to head off. And as we mentioned in the Ragnarok showcase, we've got one base that we did not get the chance to raid this season. We more or less raided our way across the server, but there was one base that we did not get to hit, and that was Night Fox's base, the tribe of Iron Knights. Now they built a castle at sea, a castle on the sea, a sea castle, if you will, and we're gonna go check that out with him. We're gonna grab Night Fox. We're going to rendezvous with him, we're going to join his tribs, and we're going to see if we can't get a tour of his castle on the ocean. We'll BRBs once we get him included. Alright guys, we're back in action. We're joined here with Night Fox, who's going to show us his base. What's up, Night Fox?
How are we doing?
We're doing pretty good, buddy. Now, you guys have built in a very interesting location. You've built completely out to sea. Why is it that you chose to go all the way out to sea, other than the fact that it would be very difficult to raid?
Well, that was it. We're a new tribe this season. We wanted to Well, I suppose we wanted to make sure that if there's only one or two online during a purge, that we could still in somewhat way defend it, and
That's
making
actually
it a
smart.
specialty raid,
That's very
which it
smart.
very much is. Yeah,
Raiding from the water is always going to be raiding harder from land, and doing so, like minimizing the amount of manpower that you would need online for a purge, that's actually pretty smart. That's very cheeky. I like that. We're in the area.
and we could check when people. I'm sorry, go on.
No, no, I was just going to say we're the area that we're at. We're in the area just north. We're going north of Titan Bay. If you're curious as to where the location of the base is going to be, there's a small little. It's like halfway underwater type of plateau, right? Where
That's exactly it. Yeah.
you could kind of build structures up on. And we're going to be talking about not only the what the base looks like, but also the how and the why of the building of this base, because it's actually quite cheeky, I think. Here we go. It's starting to load in for me now. Completely out in the water on a bit of a rock. Now this actually is not built on pillars, correct? It's built on foundations.
It's built on foundations. That's correct. Reinforced with pillars, but that's it.
That is awesome. So if you're worried about building, if you want to build on this location and you're worried about building with pillar support and having it being structurally weaker, this one is not. I'm actually going to plop in. I might steal some scoobs from you so we could check out the underneath, but we have a lot to talk about here, buddy. This little like crisscross, this fortification here with the stone structures on the outside, is this just to prevent rafts and things of that nature from coming in and C4 bombing your base?
That's exactly it. It's a raft defense. It's completely expendable,
Aha.
and it did not work the first time, so we rejigged it, and yeah, we haven't had a single raft come through since.
Oh, nice. Okay, and it's just completely built out of stone to minimize resource intensity then, right?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
then you can combat build if need be with other gaps.
Oh, that's
The
true.
pillars that it's built up on as well. I
Uh-huh.
think we can jump down here. We've a ramp over here.
Okay.
So the pillars that it's built up on acts as a net defense around as well, which you can see.
Ooh.
So there are
Okay.
parts of it like this boat slip, which is all in pillars,
Uh-huh.
but then you can see there's like an outside cage effect, which
Yes.
stops a lot. Mantis can't come through it. The mantis have to physically blow through that first.
Oh, really? So the one by, like this little here, I guess one wide, a manta cannot swim through, a C4 manta cannot swim through and just ruin your base area here.
That's exactly right.
That's very
And
smart.
then you have metal ones on the inside, two layers of metal ones on the inside. So if they do manage to get through, your manta bombs don't work as well because you have to run several ones.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so the stone is just your first line of defense, and then you have your second double layered metal line of defense to make things even more challenging for soul manta bombs. Because that would be a major
Exactly, yeah.
weakness.
Yeah, behind that then we have our boat, our false wall, shall we call it?
Okay.
Which I can explain to you in a second. And then just behind that, if what you discovered with Forbidden, the herpes wall,
Yeah.
we have a layer of that around the bottom of the base as well.
So you've got the ramps with the pillar in between and all that, like we were kind of starting to build on our base that when we discovered
Exactly.
it. That is very nice and cheeky.
And
So
then that's completely protected by this motorboat build that we have on the outside of it.
okay, yeah, let's check that out. I'm swimming around your false wall at the moment here, just examining the area. This wall has nothing to do with your actual base, right? It's completely extra layer of defense. I can kind of see through it slightly.
Yeah. Yeah, that when you look
Ah.
into it, that is all actually clipped to motorboats.
Oh,
And the
this
reason
whole
for that
wall
is-
here?
Yeah, that's all. That's all motorboats.
Oh, wow. Okay, we gotta check that out. I want to see how you've managed to do this. This is very interesting. So this is all a motorboat build.
That's all a motorboat build, yeah.
Oh, I gotta.
Just from our first time we were raided,
Uh-huh.
we found that stegos were our biggest trouble, and not because of the normal meta, but the tribe that hit us were going underwater with them, and so a lot of the turrets over water weren't firing underwater, and their stegos were able to go underwater, soak the few bullets that were there, and then just simply swim over to our base and start to blow holes and what have you.
How cheeky,
So with
interesting.
yeah, so with the motorboat idea, you have to place the C4 on the boat itself, and so when they try to place it on those walls and even on those spikes, it won't place. They have to place it onto the boat.
Because it's max structure.
Exactly.
That is so damn cheeky. That is very interesting. You could even see, you could tell that it's a motorboat because it's bobbing here, just to show you guys like what we're talking about. So you've built this entire structure on the back of a motorboat at max structure limit. So when they come up, you can't. It says you can't place C4 too many structures because each C4 counts as a structure. So this is almost Like you would have to bomb it with, you'd have to shoot a rocket at it or something.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
not even sure how you would really
Rockets
get
on
it.
the fence don't really work.
Get around that. Oh, that's crazy cool. Is there like an actual entrance? I'm still swimming around the exterior because I haven't found the entrance to your
Yeah,
base,
if you
buddy.
just keep coming around where your bird is at, where I'm at, there's you have your boat jetty here, and
Uh-huh.
there's ramps up.
Okay, let's go check that out then. I want to get on the inside. I want to see. So you have four boats in each corner? Is that how it works? Is that how you did the build?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Okay. And I am. Oh, I see you. All right.
This is the ramps up here.
Okay.
Our landing pad itself is actually our Blitz inspired greenhouse, reinforced greenhouse.
Oh, okay. So you made the landing pad. The greenhouse is on underneath, right here. Aha.
That's exactly it.
Nice. Okay, so I like how you incorporated. Like you use the space wisely. What space you have on this rock, which is not actually a small rock, but it's definitely big enough to put a base on. You maximized your space quite efficiently. Let's get inside
Absolutely.
here. I'm gonna turn off my interface so we got a little bit more frames.
Yeah. This little thing you're jumping over right now
Uh-huh.
is something we hope to incorporate in the new season. But we have our own drawbridge. This is the only access to the building.
That is pretty smart. You've created an ARK drawbridge, so no one can march dinos
Exactly.
through. They would have to blow this, and then they'd be. You've got a moat. You've got a damn moat to your water castle. That is pretty
Absolutely.
brilliant, buddy. I got to give you props on that one. I'm seeing here that this is where some of the herpes wall you were talking about, the four ramps with a pillar underneath. That's what I'm standing on right now, right?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And now we're making it into the interior here of your base. Oh my god. The whole wall is lined with the pillars. That would have been ridiculously hard to blow into. And you've got your plant species X garden of turrets in the center. This is your
Yep.
primary defense turret once people break in.
This is kind of, yes. We have this the entire way replicated all the way up through the levels.
Uh-huh.
If you look to the ceiling, you've actually got a net of turrets.
That's very
It's something
smart.
That, yeah. It's the same design you came across when we had the Free State base where we were in previous to this season.
Yes, I remember. That's where we got the idea for the rafter turrets because they're so difficult to bring down.
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
Oh, this is really good. Oh, you've got wow, you've got 3 whole layers to this. I didn't realize it was this big. I couldn't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
tell
3
from
layers
the
all the way up.
outside. Ooh.
And the top layer then is what we refer to as the kill field. It was where we done most of our imprinting. You can imagine imprinting a wyvern in
Yes.
this space. It's quite difficult. So the top one was kept mostly open for that. But during purge, we have a load of Kentras up there.
Just in case somebody
One
blew
of
in
the
through the
guys
top.
had it. That's it. We want people to blow into the top of this base. That is the idea behind it.
Because there's so many layers that would have to be contended with if you didn't. I noticed that you didn't do a whole heck of a lot of ArcNet, but you just made multiple layers of turrets and annoyance as they were trying to blow their way through. And
That's it. When you're on a stego, if there's a turret above your head, it shoots the rider and not the stego. And
Yeah.
So there's no point in that shed where you can be where there's not a turret over your head.
yeah, I'm
And so
looking
you
at
drop
it.
into stego, you can't pick it, you can't do anything. You've blown your hole in the roof, you dropped your stego in, you die. We have your gear for free, and your stego is now ours.
That is pretty cheeky. It's not 100%. You won't always get shot off the back of it, but like Night Fox has said, if the turrets are firing downward upon your character, you have a higher percent chance to get shot as opposed to the stego plates, which do a lot of the absorption under normal circumstances. Wow, you did. This is, I mean, there's a lot of thought that went into your base, and this is why I really wanted to do the showcase. You guys are a tribe of excellent builders. And I'm sorry that we didn't get the chance during the season to get over here, but I'm in a way a little bit glad that we didn't, because the amount of destruction that would have occurred, we wouldn't have been able to show off how awesome your base truly is. As
Gives
in,
you an idea of the volume of the turrets here as well, yeah.
oh wow, yeah, that really does. So again, rafter turrets shooting downward upon your enemies. So even breaching in, let's say, base level or I can't even say ground level because it's water level. Breaching in base level would have been quite difficult for us to contend with. Oh wow, you did a really good job.
Talking about water level, this
Oh.
is my favorite room in the base.
Oh wow, this is
This
quite.
is our water dino pen.
This leads into the water dino pit. Oh, this is so cool. I love how you've got like it slowly transitions into the water. This is so damn cool, buddy. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this a
We love
lot.
this room.
Now, the only thing I could see here is that I could see you guys running out of space quite quickly. Uh, and you would probably need a separate pin for the deeper sea, like your squids and stuff. I noticed there was one squid floating around out and about. Do you have a like a deep sea dino pin as well, or is this
We do indeed. We have a pen with I think we had 26 squid in the last count in there,
what?
all bred. We had a specialty breeder, and that was his home.
Oh my
So
god.
it was
We'll have to
another
check that out.
specialty raid. Yeah.
We'll check that out
I
after we
think actually
see.
a lot of that was taken down just to for purge prep on you guys, to be honest.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll check out the remnants of what it was. Let me put my crossbow away since I'm not really doing much of anything. Now, where is the actual nerve center of your base? The main core?
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
the store here.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah, we kept it off. Sorry, go on ahead. We kept it
Oh,
off center, so it's a little less predictable, and we've got another one of those turret nets overhead.
okay. Well, this is actually quite organized very well, and it is. You're right. It is off center. It is unpredictable. Like I was kind of thinking this might lead out into your greenhouse. Please don't spank or shock the monkey slash ape. Okay, I won't. I will refrain from doing so, even though I'm more tempted now than I have ever been. I will refrain from doing so.
It just puts the idea in your head.
It really does. Like I would have never thought about it until the comrade bear told me otherwise. Work harder again. We're featuring him off. And what is through here?
So this room here, when we built on this platform first, we didn't have a greenhouse outside for a landing pad. The AA vaults pulling in made that very, very easy to work with.
Okay.
But just behind this wall here, there's actually two walls and a spike wall, which leads out to a behemoth gate. And the
Okay.
idea was that, and we used it for the first, up to the last 2 weeks of the season, that you would fly in, those behemoth gates would remain open. This would act as an
It's a
airlock
trick.
of sorts. It is a trick.
It's
Yeah,
a
the
total
airlock
trick.
would be open. Yeah.
I like it. It's such a distraction. You're thinking, oh, they left that door open. Let's hit there, and then you're met with like all this, and you're like, crap, I just bought into that. It's a total distraction. Such cheeky tactics. Wow.
Equally, you would need somewhere to land your wyverns because you're out in the water, so it became our landing pad.
Oh, okay. So you took something that you built early on in the season and completely repurposed it into an effective raid distraction. Like that would be like, hey, come hit us from this side, and then oh, we're ready for you now, buddy. Get wrecked. Oh yeah, okay. And then is this where it leads into the greenhouse up here?
No.
Oh,
The
this is
greenhouse,
just
the access is underneath the bridge outside. This is actually a PVE area, so
Okay.
everyone has their personal vault.
oh,
And then
okay.
we come up and we have our personal flyers kept just above it. So all the personal flyers would be kept up here. So just a little bit organized, a little bit tidier, nice and quick. If you need to get in the air quick, you just come outside of your core base and up you go.
I'm so liking it. See, this is what we were talking about in the Ragnarok showcase, whereas these guys have really captured the idea of PvP, but pretty PvE plus PvE. It practical but beautiful. That kind of thing. I really like what you guys have done. Have we more or less seen most of the base here? Oh, you have a little balcony here where you can sit and appreciate all that you've created. Oh, this is awesome. Very well
I
done.
suppose the only thing I've left to show you here is when we're back in the water pen, you wanted a closer look at the boat build.
Yes, please.
So this was actually put in place now that all of our smaller water teams, they weren't able to get out of here after we put the boats in.
Oh.
But that is the wall there. That is the raft above our head.
Aha.
Murphy's wall to your left. Now it's just a bit clearer for you.
Okay, yes, this is much clearer. So we were kind of seeing, this is what we were seeing from the outside. Now we're on the opposite end here. The false wall that Night Fox was talking about and built down from our rafts. Very, very cheeky. I'm honestly very glad that I didn't get the opportunity to raid this. I think I'm going to end up suffocating here in a moment. You wouldn't happen to have a pair of scoobs that I could borrow so that we could go check out the area of the old deep sea dino pen and continue to check out some of this? Awesome. All right, we're going to grab some scoobs, guys, and we'll BRBs for some more of the Iron Knights Night Fox's base showcase. We're coming back in and we're on some squids here. We're going to go check out the underwater dino pen. And this was built slightly further away from your main base. Is this the reason? The reason for this is it's like a fallback kind of area in case the main base is compromised.
Kind of. It's another specialty raid. You have to be prepared coming in here.
Okay.
That's the idea behind it, and it's obviously very, very large, and it's enclosed. Yes, it takes cave damage, but it's difficult.
I see where we investigated this a while back. You've built your water dino pen in this cave.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Okay, very interesting. Now you said most of this has been torn down, but this is where you stored
Yeah,
all of
we
your
have just
squids.
come through about 200 guns, and we also had a double layering of metal walls coming into that as well. What we just swam through.
Okay, let's
So
just.
even pulling up outside of it would have got you shredded.
I gotcha. Well, let's if I can get up there. Holy crap! There we go. Let's check out what you were running with here, or what you've got remaining. Just quick to wrap up the video. See what you were operating with. Very quaint. I mean, it's very basic, but it gets the job done. I see. Nice.
Yeah, this was lost home. This is what he called home.
Okay.
Certainly a lot of it was removed.
Yeah. No,
for
I can.
the purge prep.
I could see that. A lot of it looks like it's been broken down, and that you raised all of your deep sea dinos here, Moses, squids, whatever.
Absolutely everything was raised here.
There's a lot of space to do it in here. Now this is making a little more sense. There's only one way in, one way out. I get the idea. I actually had no idea that you guys were here. So unless somebody was actively running around in the water and exploring these caves, they probably wouldn't even know that you were here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Huh.
You have to be looking for us.
Nice. Well, you guys did pretty good this season. I'm sorry we didn't get around to actually getting to battle you and the tribe. But like I said earlier in the video, I'm actually glad that we didn't, because I ended up appreciating your base showcase a lot more from the inside than I necessarily would have on the raiding aspect on the outside. So thank you for giving me the tour, buddy. I really appreciate it. And I think this is wrapping up the last base that we didn't get to in the season. And I want to thank you guys out there for sticking with us through the season itself. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit of a faster one. The gather rates they started out at 6x, and then due to popular demand from the community, we actually ended up bumping them up to 10. And with the no clipping, it just made things go very quickly this season. But the action was there, the PvP was there, the rating was there, and we had a lot of fun regardless. But thank you so much for seeing us through the season. If you like the videos, if you like the season, if you enjoyed the farewell to the nerd snail, please smash the thumbs up button for me. Let me know that you like the stuff, guys. And if you haven't done so yet, please remember to subscribe to the page for some more cool videos just like this one. Some more ARK Survival Evolved coming at you, and some more Nerd Parade shenaniganery craziness all the time. Thank you guys so much. Please remember to take care of yourselves, stay awesome, and we will catch you next season. Later.